Hello, my beloved viewers, and welcome to another episode of The Rayan Show. Today we are going to discuss the most vile and disgusting people on Earth, Nazis. And as always, this show is intended for a mature audience. Our story begins at a hotel in Chandler, Arizona. A group of black people were staying there when they met this piggish slob and his two henchmen. According to media reports, this draft of swine were in town for a Nazi convention. After attending their racist circle jerk, our trio decided to terrorize some local minorities. The Nazis found their targets in the parking lot of the hotel. Then the alpha pig approached his victim and started the disturbance you are watching. He then pulled out his firearm and pointed it at his prey. Naturally, the police were called and I obtained the body cam footage. By the time the authorities arrived, the victims left the scene and Burt and Mike gave their fictitious side of the story.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Are they? I heard the other party left. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're gone. They pulled out a few minutes ago.
Okay. What was going on?
Well, we came up. We just pulled up. We went and had breakfast out there, and there's this car full of black people over here. They were in a Mercedes SUV,
Okay.
and we were sitting right here. We were just about to go back in our room, and we just saw them trash out of the car, just shoveling this shit onto the ground, and we're like, okay, well maybe they're gonna pick it up like I told him and just put it back in the car, and they got in the car and started to pull away. So I went over there, picked up the pile of stuff, and I dropped it on their windshield. I said, here's your garbage bag. Okay. And then they got out, got belligerent. They started actually walked back over here. They threw a bottle at me, and then they said they were going to shoot me and everything else. And they said they had a weapon in the car, which I never actually saw, but they said they had one. Okay. And they got out and went around the parking lot, and that was about it.
Okay, fair enough. Anything physical or anything like that?
They got pepper sprayed on the way out when they threw a bottle at me.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
And there was 4 people in the car?
4, yeah. There was 2 men and 2 women.
What's your first name?
Burt, B-U-R-T.
Last name?
C-O-L-U-C-C-I. I think they're coming back here because if I had to guess, I don't know this for sure, but this guy, when he got out, he's a big guy. He's taller than me, big black guy. And he was bragging about selling dope in the parking lot, and he had a wad of cash.
Oh, yeah.
I shit you not.
2 of them.
This big.
2 of them.
In each hand.
Okay, fair enough. And do you have surveillance footage out in the parking lot?
Not in the parking lot.
Not in the parking lot. Okay.
No, we have some at the front door. I don't know if that's going to help. We came out to find things being thrown at these 2 guys got things thrown at them.
Okay, fair enough.
And it was pretty hot and heated by the time we walked out.
Okay.
Yeah, racial.
Yeah, they started calling us honkies and this and crackers. I'm, well, okay, fine. We'll dish right back to you.
Did anything hit like the bottles, stuff like that? Is that still here?
Trunk. I don't care. It's no damage or nothing.
Okay.
They're just plastic water. Well, I just go, pick up your fucking garbage. Don't be a goddamn slob. I said, you wonder why everywhere you people go, you're turned into a third world shithole environment. They came out and picked up. We offered to even help them pick it up. The staff, they said, no, it's okay. We got it.
Yeah. It was all over the parking places there. Yeah. The 2 of them. There's a lot of it too. It
was
a little.
All sorts of
okay. Did you by chance get a license plate on the way out of it?
No.
I wish I would have.
Okay. And who was driving the vehicle?
The big black guy, the biggest one there.
The one that was bringing all this money
he's got
he
about
makes.
2 or 3 heads on me. He's got a blue
do-rap thing.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mercedes
driver,
the Mercedes,
and
SUV.
There was 2 females.
2 females in the back. The 2 males
Okay,
in
so
the front.
both males up front.
And oddly, the passenger was very, very small and skinny. And he had all gold teeth.
Yeah, they look like they just got them sucking off C3 or something.
Good, there you go. All right.
Okay, hang tight for just a couple minutes and I'll come talk to you guys, okay?
I may ask you to be repeating some information.
That's okay.
Can you just kind of tell me again what was going on? I understand you guys pulled in to, which car are you guys in?
The blue truck right here.
Okay, so you pulled in, you saw the black Mercedes, 2 black males, 2 black females. They started dumping a bunch of garbage out of their car. You guys picked up some of it. You picked up some of it. You put it on the hood and basically
Told them they forgot their garbage.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
Then they picked the garbage up off their car and they started throwing it at us. I'm not sure if they were throwing it at him, but they were definitely throwing it at me.
Was it all four of them started throwing it at you? Was it just the males, just the females?
The guys were mainly the ones, they were closer to me because they were in the front of the car. So I think it was them. I'm not 100% sure though. I was just watching for incoming at that point.
Did all of them get out of the car?
They were kind of hanging out. The two guys, the big guy got out for sure. He was out walking around, the driver. The passenger, he got out a little bit and was kind of going back and forth. I don't think the girls got out. I think they were kind of hanging half in and half out.
Okay. So it was more with the males then?
I'd say so, yeah. The women were doing a lot of trash talking, but it was from the cab.
And what all were they throwing at you?
Basically everything that was on the ground there. And then even that when they, when I put the bottles on top of their car and I told them they forgot their garbage here, they, I think they started picking the stuff off the ground because some of that stuff had water and stuff in it, fluids.
Okay. And then there was some verbal back and forth. Was that before or after stuff started getting thrown?
The back and forth was, I don't know, good question.
Or was it all during?
I don't know, it happened so fast. Picked up the garbage, put it on their winch, on the hood. Told them they forgot their shit. And I think at some point when we were walking over there, I'm not 100% on this, but I think that's when they launched it at us. Because I know I got hit at least once.
Okay. Where'd you get hit?
Just a bottle. It was a partially filled bottle of water or something. It wasn't no big deal.
Okay. What was being said back and forth during this?
Oh, it was racial. It was racial as hell. They were calling us crackers, and they said, "Fuck you, crackers! We're gonna kill all you motherfuckers!" And we were hollering back, "Fuck you, niggers! Bring it!" And they told us they were gonna shoot us. They had guns, and I told them, "I said, you think they quit making guns when they made yours?" And they went in there. He went back to the vehicle and looked like he was gonna pull out a gun. I never saw the gun, but I had mine.
So no guns were like pulled or anything?
I had mine out.
You had it out,
Yeah.
but
no, I didn't point it at anybody. No, nothing like that.
Like that. What happened with the pepper spray?
When they came back over here, they pulled out of that parking place right here. We figured they were just going to go around that way and leave, but they didn't. They came right around here. They came right here behind my pickup truck. And they started throwing shit at me and throwing shit at my truck. Because that's what I did. I walked over here to make sure they didn't get out and key it or anything. Make sure I get between them and the truck. And when they launched the bottle at me, that's when I pepper sprayed inside the vehicle.
Okay, so it went into the vehicle.
Yes.
It looked like it hit him.
Oh yeah, it got the girls in the back because I'm pretty sure she's the one that threw it at me. Right there, the one that was closest to me.
Okay. Where is the pepper spray at?
I got it in my pocket.
Okay, can I just see it real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
What's left of it anyway? Still quite a bit in there.
You got FI on him?
I got FI on him.
Okay, alright.
All they had to do was just leave. You know what I mean? And it would have been good. There wouldn't even have been any pepper spray, but they couldn't do that. They had to pull it behind us and provoke me and then throw something at me. That's what the problem was. Other than that, it was a lot of trash talking.
What did you think they were going to do when they pulled up behind you?
I don't know. I didn't know if they said they had a gun. I didn't know if they were going to, who knows? I was thinking a million things were going through my head at that point. Are they going to, they have a gun in the console or they hide it in their car?
During this, they said they threatened they were going to shoot you.
Oh yeah, they did that before they even left. Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, did they say any of that when they pulled behind you again?
I don't think so. It happened within about a minute or two. It was pretty quick what happened. And they just stood there and they would not leave.
Okay. Aside from that, there was no other physical altercation,
No, nobody touched anybody. Other than them throwing the stuff at us, the pepper spray. We're good. As far as that goes, I'm not worried about anything as long as you guys are good.
What are you wanting as far as...
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Nothing.
All right.
No harm done. I've got, you see the water still dripping off of my hood where they threw it at us? I'm not worried about it. It was just a plastic bottle, partially filled, no damage.
All right. Let me talk to
So as long as we're good on the pepper spray, everything else seems good to me.
Let me talk with your buddy real quick. And,
Someone's got a gas can.
Sir, you mind if I speak with you over here real quick? Thank you.
I'm Mike, by the way.
Hi, Scott. Nice to meet you. I may ask you to repeat some of the information. I'm going to be the officer actually writing the report. So, again, it's my understanding that you guys pulled up. Brzuchalski. You guys pulled up in the truck. There was a black Mercedes parked across from you guys.
Yeah, right.
2 black males, 2 black females. They started throwing a bunch of trash out of the car.
Really irritated us.
I understood that your friend picked up some of it, put on the hood, and told them they forgot some of their trash. There was some back and forth verbal. At which point they started throwing stuff at you guys.
We never threw anything back at us. I didn't.
Okay. And can you kind of take me from there?
They started calling us honkies and crackers, and the big boy Silverback gets us just waiting all this money. You're just jealous as we own this country, and all your women are sucking our big black dicks. They're typical cocky ass bullshit. I said, yeah, and that's where all your brains are too, and that's why you gotta act as you choose drugs to make a living. I said, how much of that money you have was made honestly? I got more money. I says, yeah, but what I have, I says, at least I don't have to worry about looking on my shoulder to find out if I'm going to get arrested and thrown in prison. And then all that money you have now ain't going to be worth shit to you behind bars because you ain't going to have access to it. And they just started flopping their damn guns.
What were they making threats about, like guns and stuff like that?
We shoot your ass and just they're I don't know, the bombs thing.
Did you ever see a gun?
I never saw them brandish a weapon, but they were threats.
Okay, but they were threatening to shoot you and everything like that. So they leave, they come and pull around behind the truck.
Here. We thought they were just going to leave. Well, then they pulled around back, and Burt and I were standing over here, and they started running their mouths some more.
And then what was the deal? What did they say? There's somebody they got pepper spray.
They were all shooting their mouths off all at the same time. You know how they get when there's more than one of them. They all want to make sure they get their voice heard, so they talk so damn loud. You don't know what they're saying or who's saying what, but as long as they got their mouth going, they don't care who's listening to them. And Burt said he got him with the pepper spray. Apparently he felt he was in danger of his life, and he was just trying to protect his vehicle. He was concerned they might do something to his vehicle when they pulled it on the back, and that's why Burt came up to the corner of his...
Sure. He's saying he's not wanting anything more coming with this. What are your feelings on it?
I'm Burt.
Okay. We haven't gotten any calls or anything from them for their statement. I don't know if they're taking off or what the deal is.
They got 2 big fucking wads of cash. It's probably worth more than all of us make in a year. I don't know what Arizona pays for you guys to be a cop. It's obviously not enough as far as I'm concerned. You guys up here, especially with chimps like that. But you pull them over and you ask them to step out and pat them down, and you find these 2 big wads of cash. I don't think they're going to be able to explain to you in a very logical answer. With a very logical answer as far as where all that money came from. I'm serious, man. It was like that fucking fat folded.
2 barrels stacks of it. Was
Two
just
of
in
them.
the car or what? Were they holding it?
He was holding it up in the air.
Just kind of trying to flaunt it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I don't think they really want to have any documentation of what happened here.
How long are you guys planning on staying here for?
Well, we're heading today.
Taking off today. Okay. Alright. Let me go speak. I think like the manager or something came out, but I don't think I really have much else for you guys. We got all your information and everything like that, so appreciate you speaking with me.
No problem.
A few hours later, the victims returned to the hotel and the conflict continued. Once again, the police were called. When they arrived, Burt and his henchmen were detained.
You two! Over here! Over here!
They pulled
This
up
time
on
they
us
came up
and
and
Over
threatened
here
to shoot us
on
all.
the tailgate.
All right, we're
Over
good.
here on the tailgate.
Sir.
Sit down on the tailgate.
Got it.
Where's the weapon?
Mine's
This
right
one.
back
Touch
here.
it. Don't touch it. Just turn around. Just turn around. Okay. Both of you do me a favor. Just sit on the tailgate, okay?
Just sit.
You're fine. Just sit on the tailgate.
No problem. You're cool.
Okay. Just sit on the tailgate.
The only thing I have is...
You're fine. Leave that. Both of you sit on the tailgate.
We were leaving, and they come up right on.
Come up and threatened to shoot us.
Okay. Did they have any firearm or anything?
They went back to the car to go get it. He handed him something.
Did you see any? Did you actually see?
I couldn't tell what it was. He was
Okay.
pulling it out. I wasn't about to stand there in the middle of the parking lot and get shot. What's that in the middle of
That's mine.
the... Why is it? Oh, you put that there?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I thought you dropped
Just
it.
wanting to separate it.
No, that's
right
fine.
now.
As long as you put it there.
Hey, we're all
I don't want
right,
anybody
sister.
picking it up and shooting us.
You're fine. You're fine.
I got no record, I got no warrants.
Are these the same two people
The
from
same
earlier?
ones.
Okay.
Exact same.
We're just getting what
We're trying to leave, just like we said.
Alongside
All
us.
right, just
You're fine. We'll talk to you in just a second. Any other, besides the pepper spray, any other firearms or
I
any
got
other
one in my
weapons?
pocket.
A firearm?
Yeah.
Okay. Just go ahead and stand up. Which pocket is it in?
It's in my right pocket.
Okay. Just go ahead and stand up. Turn around. Your right pocket, you said?
Right pocket.
Okay.
My other right.
Hands open. Hands free.
The cop also noticed Troy Nichols of St. Simon's Island in Georgia, a Nazi journalist, and questioned him as well.
Hey, sir, how you doing? I just wanted to see what's going on. I didn't know if you were involved in this at all.
I know. I come out. The first time I was inside, I didn't know anything about that.
Gotcha.
But I come out to pack up the back truck and that car.
So you guys are all together then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this car pulled up real quick behind us and rolled down the window and went boom to try to scare us. And said, yeah, see, I got you, and went around here. And then they all got out and started screaming and came at them, and they protected themselves. And I got over here because I don't deal with guns.
Okay.
So I got over here behind the car and I wanted to film everything. So we had different people set up filming.
So do you have video footage of the whole incident occurring, or?
No. What I have is the beginning.
Okay.
Do you know who else needs to be talked to? This guy who was here the whole time?
Yeah, he was here, but I already talked to. He doesn't. If you want to get, he doesn't want to give his info.
He doesn't want to give his info?
No, this guy over here, in the blue dreads. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
So was this the first? Because I know there was like 2 incidents that occurred.
Yeah, I heard about the first one.
You weren't here though.
No,
Okay.
No. I haven't been going out to eat or anything. I've been inside dealing with stuff. Got my father's house.
Gotcha. So how are you related to these 2 gentlemen?
Well, I come to the rally. I'm also
Gotcha.
press for the Universal Life Church.
Okay.
For their Visionary magazine.
Gotcha.
I have my press pass and my book bag.
Gotcha.
We had a documentary crew with us. They left yesterday.
Okay.
They followed us around for 2 or 3 days.
Did you see anyone ever point guns or anything at anybody?
Nobody pointed any guns.
Because they're claiming that 2 of these gentlemen, or one of those gentlemen, pointed a gun at them. But based off of your statements, you're saying no one pointed any firearms or anything at anybody?
No, nobody pointed any firearms.
It was basically yelling and...
Yeah, they came on aggressively coming towards us. Very aggressive and yelling.
So essentially it was yelling back and forth, not...
Yes, but they all piled out of the car and the 2 big guys started walking up towards the front of the truck like they were coming into...
Gotcha.
They were coming into our personal space. They obviously wanted some stuff, you know.
Yeah.
We were just packing the truck. This is all over the first incident, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It's all hearsay for me.
Okay.
They're not certain if these people have guns or not, so.
Yeah. Do you know if there's any other vehicles involved, or is just this vehicle right
There
here?
might have been 2.
Yeah.
But this one right here was the one who pulled up, and the guy with the blue thing on his head was the guy who was driving. I went, boom, yeah, see, I got y'all now. And then he pulled around here, and they all piled out right there.
Gotcha.
Certainly there should be some
So they pulled up
footage.
here, and then they pulled up around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get some video footage from the actual hotel, but I don't even know if they have any parking lot cameras. So.
On the tailgate. We're here on the tailgate.
So that's when we showed up, is right when... Gotcha, okay.
Yes, sir. I only turned once to show
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
with them,
no,
and then
no
I
worries.
just concentrated on them.
No, I understand. Can I just get your information just as a witness?
Of course.
After speaking with the victims and several witnesses, the police determined that there was enough probable cause to arrest the villain.
Can you listen to this one for me?
Sure. Yeah, we'll get everything from him for property and
Put
stuff.
2 cuffs on you because you got kind of a wide path, right?
What am I being arrested for?
Threatening to
Threatening or intimidating?
They pull up alongside of us and start saying they can shoot us. Look, he's getting arrested. How's that work? After they come back on us? Would you not explain that to us?
Keys are on my side.
Okay. Do you want us to give those to somebody?
Yeah, give me the mic.
Do you did you want to make a
written statement? If I give you paper, you want to write something down?
The only thing I write down is this is uncalled for. Right, arresting him. They put up to us. Sorry.
My car and move me, and you're going to talk a little bit more, okay?
So we're going to take care of it. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, is he going to jail?
Yes, he's going to have to go take his draft state. It's our policy. But he'll see a judge within 24 hours. So basically what happens from here is we go to...
They're not getting arrested?
Nope.
They pulled up behind us and started running down us, threatening to shoot us. How's that not?
So here's the thing. All we can do in this situation is go based on what everybody says, right? So we've got a group here that's saying one thing, and you guys that are saying something else, and we are certainly not calling anyone a liar. But we do have two completely different stories, right? So we have a couple of witnesses that we talked to, and they gave us kind of information to tip us over the edge to give us probable cause for this to happen. We did not get enough evidence to show anyone other than you guys, which again, we are not saying that this did not happen. We are saying we cannot prove it to a probable cause standard that this happened, that they threatened you guys with a firearm.
So they, is it not intimidation when you pull up right behind us when we're trying to leave and start running down us and they're going to shoot us?
That's the part that I can't prove that they said anything to you.
Am I being detained or arrested?
Right now you are under arrest. So do me a favor and fix my car. Do you have any other weapons on you? Anything to poke me, stick me, anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, well you don't think so or you don't?
I
no?
can't check my pocket, so I don't know.
Oh, you're fine.
I got an empty holster in my right pocket,
Okay.
I think.
Just go ahead and spread your feet for me, okay?
You know what the bond is for threatening and intimidating?
Give me 1 second. Let me get you in the car. Let's get the AC on, and we can talk a little bit more, okay? Let me take a seat real quick. I'm going to get the AC on for you. Okay, so a couple things I need to read to you first, and then depending on how that goes, we can talk a little bit more, okay? So you are under arrest right now for threatening and intimidating. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of an attorney to assist you prior to questioning and to be with you during questioning if you so desire. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to have an attorney appointed for you prior to questioning. Do you understand each of your rights?
Yes.
Okay. The bond amount, that I do not know. Once we get down to our holding facility, they might be able to answer some of those questions a little bit better for you, okay?
Yep.
So, the reason that you're under arrest right now is because you said in the initial incident, the first one, that you did have your handgun out. Now you're telling us that you were not actually pointing at it. Correct? You said you had that more like a low ready or something like that, or okay. So nothing is going on from the second incident when we got called back the second time, okay?
So this is all from the first incident?
This is from the first incident, okay? So the only person who's still here from the first incident is saying that during that altercation, not only was your gun out, but it was pointed enough to be covering on him. Now that on its own is not enough to believe one party over the other, okay? The reason that you're under arrest is that there is an independent third-party witness who is at the hotel who witnessed the first incident, and she said that it was not just at the ground, that it was enough, it corroborates more with what the other person said as far as where the gun was pointed at him, okay? So it's not that I'm believing one person over the other. If it was just the two of you telling different stories, that's all it would be. But we have an independent third-party witness who doesn't know any of you guys, just happened to see both incidents, and she corroborated.
I would not have pointed the gun unless I was a direct threat.
So once we get down to the jail, if you want to talk more, I can take a very detailed statement from you, and everything's going to get written up in full detail as far as what everybody's statement was as far as what happened today. Okay?
Fair enough.
All right. I'm going to reach over you real quick so I can get your seatbelt on. Are you able to scoot in just a little bit more for me? Thank you.
Dante.
I would give all three of them because at least for the DC.
Yeah.
When I started the research for this episode, I hoped that this would be a story where justice prevails. Unfortunately, that is not what happened. It has been over 6 months since the incident, and there have been no charges filed, despite all the evidence the police collected. I tried to contact the district attorney to find out why, but they have not responded. The police did everything they were supposed to do, but unfortunately their efforts were for naught. Sadly, it seems that the Maricopa County District Attorney will not respond when Nazis terrorize minorities in their jurisdiction. Shame on them. And for the rest of this monologue, I would like to address Burt, the National Socialist Movement, and anyone else who shares their racist beliefs. In the years immediately after World War II, there was another ethnic cleansing. Many have not heard of it because history is written by the victors. Millions of ethnic Germans were banished from their homes in Eastern Europe simply for being German. They were once first-class citizens in a Reich that stretched across Europe. The next day, they were displaced refugees that were no longer wanted in any Slavic country. What does that mean for you? Let's listen to what one of the victims told the villains in this story.
In like 50 years, y'all won't be around. In 50 years, y'all won't be around.
He is partially correct. According to the Brookings Institute, in a little over 2 decades, the United States will not have a white majority. The two ascendant superpowers of the 21st century, India and China, have over 1 billion people each, and the vast majority of them are colored. Simply put, in the near future, this behavior will not be tolerated. Long gone are the days when racist white gangs such as National Socialist Movement, the Ku Klux Klan, and others could terrorize our communities with impunity. Your sympathizers in law enforcement are being exposed and systematically removed from their positions. Minorities of Generation Z and the cohorts that come after will no longer fear you because we will have the numerical advantage. Keep that in mind the next time you fuck with us. Much like the Germans of post-war Europe, your negative karma will await you. And to my beloved viewers, thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may the Dark Goddess bless you all.